Good evening, everyone. Paul Temple here from the Diamond Light Network. And this is our Sunday evening instructional practice instruction session. So I'm going to give instruction in a particular meditation, heart-centered meditation practice, and then we'll drop into a sound meditation, sound transmission. And this one is called the Heart Protector Practice. Now, all of our work in the Diamond Light Network is about remembering, isn't that a great word, to remember or remind ourselves about the human heart. Because the heart is much, much more than we are taught in our culture. And I'm not talking about the anatomical heart. We know a lot about the anatomical heart. And then there's the heart chakra, and that's also a different thing from the heart center that we are talking about. The heart center is this seed of light, the pearl of light we call it, that is the seed of divine consciousness, the seat of the soul, and it is in the heart chakra. This pearl of light resides in the heart chakra, so it's right in the center of the chest. And we visualize it like this beautiful orb of light. So as that pearl glows and grows, it becomes this beautiful orb of light. And that's our primary vision, our primary practice is visualizing the heart as an orb of light so that we can, again, remember and remind ourselves of the true nature of the heart and begin to integrate that heart awareness into our daily lives and our earthly consciousness. And that's both individually for you and me, but also the more that people do this, then we begin to do it collectively for humanity, so that we can begin to awaken the heart of humanity through this collective, this critical mass process. And this is something that's been going on for quite a while, and there is this place where many people are opening their hearts and realizing the true nature of the heart, of our soul, of our earthly existence. And there's it just expands. The more that we connect with heart consciousness, our whole world and perspective begins to shift. Now, something that my guides reminded me of, so one thing that happens the more that you connect with heart consciousness is you become aware of your intuition and of your spiritual guides and of your sort of connection with quantum consciousness. So I have some guides, spiritual guides, non-material, interdimensional guides that guide me in this work. And one thing we're talking about recently is the difference between knowledge and embodiment. Because we very much, being so cerebral and such a mental construct, we want to know things. And we think that if we know something, that therefore we've done it and we have it and we own it and we are it. But that's very different than working in the sort of energetic planes where knowing something doesn't really matter. What matters is actually activating it, connecting it, opening the channels, awakening that heart center so that its magnetic sphere can activate and really generate love and light and beauty and all those wonderful things. And knowing that process, understanding that process mentally, it helps a little bit, but it's very different than practicing it and doing it every day so that energetic construct actually begins to build in your energy body and in the channels in your energy body. So, just understanding esoteric phenomena is really, it's a little dangerous because you think you know it, and by knowing it, you've mastered it, but that's not the case. It's really about beginning to awaken and connect the heart. So feeling the heart is part of our practice, not just knowing and visualizing and thinking that it's there, but feeling it. So that's a piece that we're going to work on tonight. Before we go into the practice, I want to show you some images of the visualization that I will be instructing. So the first is this, is the basic heart circuit, and I know that many of you who watch this are familiar with the heart circuit. And what this is and I will talk you through this visualization, but I wanted to show it to you. So there's that orb of light in the center of the chest that we were talking about. And the circuit are these 6 axes of light that connect the heart into what we call the etheric grid, or the web of light. So one's going down through the root chakra to the heart of the earth, another going up through the crown chakra into the sky, and then out horizontally to the 4 directions, left, right, and front, back, we call them. Those can align with the cardinal directions, but really we're working with the geometry of your body and your energy body, so we call it left, right, and front, back. So that's the first step, which is the heart circuit. And then the heart protector is a next step beyond that. Now, it's constructed around the circuit, the axes of the circuit, but what we build is 2 pyramids, an octahedron, double pyramids, that are base to base, one pointing upward, the other pointing downward. And each point of those pyramids connects to one of those axes. So the apex of that rising axis connects with the top of the rising pyramid, and the descending earth axis connects down to the bottom of that descending pyramid. And the horizontal axes in the 4 directions connect to each of the base points in the center there. So it is built together. And again, I will talk through this, but I want you to see that, because this is the imagery that we're going to start to build. And again, the purpose of practice is that the more that we visualize this, the more we begin to feel it and activate it, then it actually begins to manifest in the energy field. So that's the image. So the heart protector, let me talk a little bit about that. First of all, this is rooted in an ancient Vajrayana, Tibetan Vajrayana practice called the Vajra Shield practice. And it calls on some of the Vajra protectors. But the Vajra Shield practice is that's the mantra that I'm going to be doing with this practice, the Vajra Shield. But those outer pyramids, they both protect and they amplify our heart light. You know, pyramids are very powerful geometric constructs. And, you know, we know that geometry is part of the mystical and magical path. So this is the geometric form that we're working with. And, you know, many of us, as we awaken our hearts and connect with our hearts, we realize we have these subtle skills, these skills of perceiving subtle energy, like intuitive awareness and empathetic awareness and telepathic communication. And sometimes if we're in, you know, overly stimulating environments, those senses, if we don't know how to work with them, can be overwhelming. You know, I talk with many empaths who don't really know how to manage their empathetic awareness. So if they go into a crowded place, or if they're in a noisy, like, you know, a music festival or something like that, it's overwhelming. So this heart protector is a way of starting to shield our heart field and our energy field, so that those unwanted energies don't come into us. If we're in a difficult relationship and somebody's sending us a lot of negative vibes, you know, they're feeling angry at us, again, the heart protector is a way that we can put up that shield, and it will help hold out those energies that we don't want coming in to affect our heart and our energy field. So it's a practice that you can do regularly. It's a practice you can do when you're really needing it. Just boom, holding out, creating those outer triangles, pyramids. So, I think that's about the talk that I need to do before we go into the practice. So what I invite you to do is to start with visualizing your heart, feeling, so you can close your eyes and with that inner awareness begin to perceive this beautiful orb of light in the center of your chest. You can actually bring your hands to your heart. That's a good way to begin to feel and focus energy there. Closing your eyes, bringing your awareness inside. And many of us perceive in different ways. It might be through feeling, through seeing, through hearing, sensing, knowing. And whatever your modality is, begin to feel, perceive that orb of light in the center of your chest. Taking a deep breath. Bringing your attention inside and beginning to feel that orb of light. It might generate warmth and feel love. You might begin to feel a sense of centeredness and at-homeness. Because the more that we activate our heart, soul consciousness, the less that we get pulled into the outer projections of who we're supposed to be and what the world wants us to be. Because in our heart is encoded our sovereign soul self, that authentic soul self. So that's the first step of the practice. Bringing your hands up and beginning to perceive that orb of light in the center of your chest. And now we'll build the circuit. So again, with your mind's eye, with your energetic perception from the heart, we send a spiral of energy down through your root chakra, the base of the perineum, down to the heart of the earth, rooting down into the heart of the earth. And then on our next exhale from your heart center, send another spiral up through the crown chakra, up into the stars, reaching up into infinite space, connecting with the ancestral realms, with the star realms, with your star guides, and then up to the very heart of the universe, connecting, plugging in. And just taking a moment to feel this beautiful conduit of light that you've opened in your spine, in your inner spinal channels, between heaven and earth, meeting in your heart. This beautiful conduit of energy connecting you with these ancient primordial forces of earth and sky. And now we'll move to the horizontal plane. So I hold my arms out for this one. From my heart orb, I send a beam of light through my left hand across the earth, connecting into that beautiful web of light, the crystalline grid, the jeweled fabric of the universe. And then across to the right, I send, connecting, moving into the etheric plane, that etheric web. So now we have left, right, beams of light connecting with that earth sky, forming a beautiful cross, meeting in your heart. And then the final step of the circuit is front and back. So from my heart center, I send a beam of light forward, across the earth, connecting through the multidimensional portal into that etheric web. And then behind, sending, connecting. So now 6 axes of light, earth, sky, left, right, front, and back, connecting my heart into that beautiful web of creation. This is the strings of the string theory that hold, that weave creation, the great tapestry of light. Yeah, just feeling that for a moment. How it brings this noble, luminous presence into your being. The Tibetans call it bodhicitta, noble heart energy that gets generated as we awaken the heart and connect into these heart practices. So that's the circuit, and now we're going to build that heart protector, those double pyramids. So the way that I do this is I hold my hands out, and the base of the rising pyramid is in the palm of each hand. That left-right axis connecting, and then I bring from that base up to the apex of the rising pyramid over my head. And that connects with that sky axis. So left, right, coming up to that point. And the same happens front and back from the base of this front axis. Up comes to form that rising pyramid. Visualizing, building this pyramid of light around your energy body. And then I flip my hands over to build the descending pyramid. Here from the base, on these horizontal axes, comes down and it meets down below the root chakra. Same with front and back. So the base of those pyramids is right here at the heart level, connecting into the horizontal axes. One pyramid up, the other descending down. As you can see, much like this beautiful double, there it is. Those are the pyramids with the orb of light in the center, double pyramids. So closing your eyes and visualizing, manifesting energetically. Visualization is a very powerful tool for manifesting on the energy planes. I do this every day. It doesn't take long. Just hold out my hands and build those beautiful outer pyramids. Building the circuit. And again, this protector also amplifies your heart light. So it's a very powerful practice to generate and magnify and amplify, as well as it protects. Because the brighter one's heart becomes, the less it needs protection, because it is its own radiant, luminous presence. They say the Vajra light is indestructible, the diamond light. The Tibetan term for that light in our hearts, they call the Vajra, which is the light of our essential nature. And that light is indestructible. That's why it's the diamond, because the diamond is indestructible. So holding yourself in that beautiful architecture of light, this beautiful heart protector, that's amplifying, magnifying, radiating heart light. I'm going to move into the sound practice. And within the sound of this heart protector, this Vajra Shield mantra, is an energetic transmission of this protector practice. So the words, the visualization is for our conscious mind, our worldly awareness. The vibrational transmission speaks directly to the heart, to your energy body, to that ancient knowing place in your heart.
Vajrana, Vajrana, Om Vajrabani Varum 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 Vajrabani 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 Varum 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 Vajrabani
remembering that beautiful orb of light that is connected through 6 axes out into the beautiful web of quantum consciousness. And then that beautiful heart protector shield, double pyramids around your body, around your energy body, protecting and amplifying your essential heart light. And observing how you feel when you engage these architectures, these geometric constructs, beautiful, luminous, powerful, magical, geometric constructs that awaken our heart light, awaken our heart power. Because within the heart, as we come to know more of the heart, through these practices, this whole new set of magical powers begins to unfold. Intuitive awareness, telepathic communication, energy sensitivity. You know, we're really much more sensitive beings than we are taught in our world. And these practices help bring out those skills, those sensitivities, because they're really part of our next step of human evolution, to become beautiful, heart-centered, sensitive, connected beings. Think of a world full of humans like this and the civilization we would create. And you know, we feel this, we know it, we want it, we're moving towards it, and yet, you know, we're still in this tumult of the dark age, unwinding of the dark age, you know, with war and oppression and, you know, all the horrors that have existed for thousands of years. But the more that we each individually can begin to come back into this heart awareness and remind ourselves of our true luminous essential nature, the more that will come to manifest collectively as well. So you wonder, what can you do to help transform the world, to awaken humanity, to move us out of this dark age of war? These practices are something that you can do. Awaken your heart. Become more heart sensitive. Unwrap all that old programming that tried to limit who we were taught to be. And remember, realize yourself as a being of luminous, beautiful soul light. So that's why we offer these practices through the Diamond Light Network. If you want to keep in touch, we have a website, diamondlightnetwork.com, where it talks more about this next step in human evolution, being the awakening of the human heart. And we also have a Facebook group, Diamond Light Network, because I do I do 2 live streams every week. Sunday night, this instructional video, a live stream like this. On Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock, I offer a live stream that's called the Sound Temple, and that's more just a sonic offering of healing, of beauty, of peace, to help us drop into that vibrational heart space. And then I do a couple of paid Zoom events every month that you can sign up for to go into a deeper transmission and deeper level of practice. The March events just completed, but there'll be some coming up in April. So if you go to either of those locations in the next couple of days, those April events will be posted. So I thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you found it of benefit. Let's take in closing one last pulse where we take this beautiful bodhicitta light that we have generated, this noble heart energy, and we offer it out. Send a pulse of light out through your circuitry, that all beings may benefit from this practice, that all beings may remember the light in their hearts, that all beings may be happy, all beings may be free. Yeah, we offer that out. Thank you, thank you. Namaste. Good night.